Hi guys, AzureAce here and welcome back to another episode discussion on Dragon Ball Super. Oh my god, episode 81, best episode of this arc so far, even though we're only, four episodes into this arc. We're at the best one already. Goku versus Bergamo this episode. In the last episode, as you guys know, we watched Gohan versus Lavender, depends on how you like to say it. And that was a very good episode. It was very consistent. That's something I've noticed. That's something a lot of other people have noticed as well. Is that everything seems to be very consistent in this arc so far. Other than the information, like Toei has been really bad with dealing with information for this arc. But it's a very good episode. It was perfect in more ways than I can imagine. Like, it's not the best episode of Super ever, but it's still absolutely amazing. But with that being said, let's just get right into episode 81 of Dragon Ball Super.
潰しのベルガモ VS 孫悟空青天井の強さはどっちだ
The episode starts off where episode 80 left off with Goku and Bergamo sizing each other up. All the gods are still freaking out about the whole universal destruction thing, and we start to get more voices for the different Kaioshins too, which is very nice. Bergamo starts saying to the gods that despite being of Universe 9 the lowest ranked mortal universe, Goku is still going to be worse than him, which pretty much confirms that the mortal rankings aren't about strength, but more about kind of the morality of the mortals from each of the universes. Now I'm going to be talking about that more in the overall thoughts on what this universal mortal, ranking system actually means, because it is not about power, it's not about strength, unlike a lot of people seem to believe. I'm going to debunk that in the overall thoughts. Bergamo says that if Goku didn't wish for this tournament to happen, they'd have all been able to live in peace, which, he isn't entirely wrong about that. It's very interesting. Like, Goku is seeming more and more to be like an almost sort of antagonist to this arc. It's a very interesting dynamic they're trying to go with here. They're trying to paint Goku as the bad guy, which is very interesting. It's not very often that people try to paint Goku as the bad guy, other than Goku Black, of course, but he was, evil Goku. But Bergamo then gets on his knees and asks Zeno to take away the rule of universal destruction. Bergamo says Goku is the enemy of the Omniverse, basically, but Goku doesn't really care. He doesn't care. Why would Goku care? Because it means he gets to fight at his fullest potential against everyone for all the universes except from 1, 5, 8, and 12, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's it. And Zeno's like, okay, you can do that, but Goku is not allowed to hold back in this match, which is very interesting because Goku is going to go all out. And now all the gods are turned on Goku. Kai, the University 11 Kaioshin, asks Toppo to observe Goku. The Kaioshins from Universes 1, 5, 8, and 12 are all very composed, they're all very calm with themselves. They're kind of bragging, I guess, about their high mortal levels for a bit. This makes Champa very mad about it. But then the fight finally begins. Daishinkan says, start the match, and Bergamo starts running. He's very fast, like he's surprisingly fast, but Goku's managing to keep up with him barely. They start trading blows, and I must say, man, the animation looks absolutely fantastic. Like I said before, so damn consistent. Bergamo starts becoming faster than Goku, rocking him in the face with a kick, and then a punch, as Goku's swinging and he's not catching him at all, and they start trading blows again. Bergamo is a very interesting and unique fighter. I absolutely love his fighting style. In fact, I love the entire trio of Danger's fighting style. Bazo, Lavender, and Bergamo, they're all very interesting in their own separate ways. He then goes to hit Goku, but Goku catches his arm. Bergamo then asks Goku to hit him. Very strange request, but Goku fires a barrage of punches to Bergamo, and you can actually see like the kind of punch outlines on his chest, which is very cool. Bergamo takes it like a champ, and I predicted it. I knew it was going to happen. I predicted it in my episode 81 previews video that Bergamo would be taking all the, the energy from Goku's attacks and sort of like turning giant because of it. That's what I predicted, and I'm glad it's happening because it's a very unique mechanic to add to how the giant form would work. Of course, we haven't seen the giant form since Piccolo last used it back in Dragon Ball, or I guess you could kind of call the Great Ape form a pseudo kind of giant form as well. We see Bergamo start becoming bigger as his hand glows red, and he throws a punch at Goku which knocks him off his guard a little. Bergamo keeps trying to hit Goku, but he's just dodging, and Goku just keeps pummeling him, making Bergamo grow bigger and bigger. Goku goes to hit him, but Bergamo smashes him with a huge uppercut, sending him flying, and then Gohan figures it out, saying that Bergamo's using Goku's power against him, in which Ro explains that Bergamo takes the opponent's attack and returns it twofold. So I assume he kind of like doubles the attack power taken from any sort of hits, making him ultimately limitless like Ro says here, but Goku just laughs at that notion and goes Super Saiyan. Goku flies at him, hitting him with some real tough punches, making him grow again. Of course, Super Saiyan Goku is going to be way too fast for Bergamo to hit him at this point. He punches down on the arena and it just crumbles as he grows even bigger. Goku says Bergamo's ability to turn his opponent's power against him is very unoriginal. Bergamo uppercuts him and fires a ki blast at him, but Goku keeps using his speed to his advantage here, dodging multiple ki blasts and, just punch, move, punch, move. This is very much what this fight is about, just fighting, keep on moving, don't stop, just keep on going. Goku continues to fly around and smile as he dodges the ki blasts as we go to a commercial break. We come back from the break and Goku's still flying around as they both collide fists, making this huge sort of flashbang effect, and Goku is absolutely gone. Bergamo looks for him and he can't find him at all, but it turns out that Goku's actually sitting on his back, and he jumps down without him knowing, sweeping his legs away and making him fall to the floor. And here we ultimately see the flaw in Bergamo's ability. When he turns giant, like Goku says, he has a lot more blind spots, he becomes a lot slower, he can't do as well as he was doing at the start of the match, he becomes a lot tougher, he definitely becomes a lot tougher, but he is just, it's sort of like the Super Saiyan Grade 3 thing all over again, he's a lot tougher, he hits a lot stronger, however ultimately that lacks the speed to sort of connect with all those hits. Goku starts firing ki blasts at him and makes him grow so big and just continuously thrashes on him to make him stronger, and Bergamo becomes so big he almost falls off of the side of the arena. Goku asks if he can get any stronger as Bergamo smashes down to the ground as Goku backflips away as out of nowhere Goku breaks out the Super Saiyan Blue. All the gods are shocked, they can sense the God Ki bursting out of Goku, and now if you thought that was not enough, there's more. Goku then, out of nowhere again, breaks out the Kaioken Blue. Where did this come from? My god, Goku, there's no way Goku hasn't, controlled and mastered the Kaioken at this point. There's just no way at all. Bergamo starts to power up as well, with Goku charging up his blue Kaioken Kamehameha, and Bergamo charges up his attack, which is called the Wolfgang Penetrator, as the Kamehameha collides with Bergamo's hand and he fires through it. However, it's not enough. Goku gives one final push with his Kamehameha to take Bergamo down as Goku jumps to the ground asking for more, with Bergamo fainting in front of him, meaning, ladies and gentlemen, Universe 7 have won the Zen exhibition match. Both the Zenos are just absolutely overjoyed, they think Goku is amazing. Beerus and Mr. Satan are happy for him, but my boy Elder Kai here, he's keeping it real and pondering if Goku winning that match was really for the best, because now that Goku's won that match, the Universal Destruction rule will still hold form in the tournament. Basil and Lavender help Bergamo up and Bergamo calls Goku a villain, which is a video I've already done, but I will talk about it additionally in the overall thoughts section. Basil and Lavender take him away as he's shouting at Goku. Goku just turns around and he's pretty much, come on, take me on gods, I will take everything you've got. But now with the entire Zen exhibition match out of the way, it's time for Daishinkan to explain the proper rules for the Tournament of Power. We of course see the spinning top arena that we've seen before in the previews for this arc, in what is known as the World of the Void, so it's basically a world with nothing in it. To win, all opponents must be knocked off the stage and into the World of the Void, and if the opponent is knocked out, they must be thrown off. He then goes on to say that weapons are not allowed in the tournament, meaning that Frost Poison will be out of the cards again for this tournament, and surprisingly, killing is not allowed on the arena. It's very interesting, so I'm wondering if maybe the Void will kill people if they're thrown into it, maybe that's why. You also cannot fly outside the arena, and then Daishinkan makes a major announcement here. He announces that the match will be 48 minutes long. You realise I say the match, and the reason for that is it's not going to be 1-on-1, it's not going to be 2-on-2, it's not going to be 5-on-5, it's not going to be 10-on-10. It's going to be an 80-man battle royale. Every single universe, every single fighter, they're all going to be in the ring. If they fight to the end of the time limit, the universe with the most remaining members will win the tournament, or alternatively, if one fighter is left standing from a universe before the timer is up, their universe wins. Kaioshin says that teamwork will play a major role here, and Whis sort of pokes fun at the fact that Goku really doesn't do well in team situations, and that's the rules, that's it, that's all there is to it. And then out of nowhere again, there's a lot of like out of nowhere moments. Toppo's like, no, screw this. He jumps down to the arena as he introduces himself as the leader of the Pride Troopers of University 11, Toppo, and does this funny pose that kind of reminds me of the Ginyu Force, and he's like, Goku, you're evil, man, I'm gonna fight you, you're gonna fight me, as the episode ends there. But now with the episode out of the way, it's time to get into the overall thoughts of this episode, and this episode was just wow. This episode is fantastic. This consistency, Jesus, this consistency is off the charts. It's just amazing. But there's a couple of things I want to talk about that this episode brought up as very, very interesting. The first thing I just want to talk about briefly is the rules of the tournament. So I'm very surprised that there's absolutely no killing involved in this tournament. Now I'm wondering if that's maybe going to take a little bit of a turn during the tournament. We know that, Champa and Beerus were almost able to sort of just push on the killing thing as Goku wanted to fight hit with his killing techniques. So maybe something like that might happen with Zeno if he's getting bored with the tournament to spice it up a little bit. And there's a couple of kind of misconceptions. People seem to think that you can't fly at all in the tournament, and it does say on the subs of Daisuke and Crunchyroll that flying is nullified in the world of the Void. However, it shows during the opening people are flying about, like the Teletubby and Super Saiyan Vegeta, they're flying about, Goku and Steroid Jacko are flying about, so I'm not sure what this is all about. So I don't know, maybe it's just a blunder on the subs part, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be flying in this tournament, just not outside the ring. I was thinking maybe that the ring has its own barrier with a gravity field, and if you fly outside that, even if you try to fly, you're just going to fall to your death because, well, there's absolutely no way you're going to beat the gravity. But we've seen Goku beat gravities that are crazy before, so I'm sure if he gets knocked out the arena, he'll find a way to get back up. The next thing I want to talk about is the rankings, the whole mortal rankings. A lot of people seem to think that this is based on power or strength, but it's obviously not. It's based on the sort of level of the mortal races in your universe, so how good they are. So it's basically all down to how good the Kaioshin and God of Destruction is. Is the Kaioshin good at creating things and keeping order in the universe? Or is the God of Destruction good at destroying everything that's necessary to be destroyed to, keep the universe in balance? So that's basically all there is to that. And the final thing I want to talk about is Goku's morality in this arc. Jesus, they're building him up to be quite the antagonist for this arc. It's very interesting. I've said already, and I stand by this, that Goku is not evil. He's just being himself. But he's definitely being a lot more aggressive in this arc than he has ever been. It's been a very long time since he's been this aggressive. I don't even remember if he's ever been this aggressive. He's been very, very, I don't care. I'm going to beat you guys. Don't care if the universes are at stake. I'm going to fight you, and you're going to accept that. So it's very interesting. I'm very interested to see how his character takes a turn during this arc, because it's going to be very crazy to see how his aggressiveness is going to take shape in the tournament. Might even be more ruthless than Vegeta in this tournament. But nevertheless, if you guys like this video, please leave a like and a comment in the comment section below. Share this amongst your friends. I've been AzureAce, and thank you for coming to the video.
You have arrived. I'm here to tell you that if you don't subscribe to AzureAce for Dragon Ball, Kingdom Hearts, and Pokemon TCG content, you will wander forever in the darkness of your heart.